Welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. My apologies for the late start. We had a bit of a technical difficulty, but we have managed to get it under control. To join me in discussing the political happenings of the week is Dr. David Matsanga, Pan-African Forum Chairman, as well as a governance and policy expert. Dr. good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Levi Kones, and congratulations for publishing and coming into our limelight, on our line, following the footsteps of your uncle, Dr. David Matsanga.
Yeah, I don't know who told you about that.
No, any person who has published any document, any journal, that you see a journal that comes out and the people lose it to read and pass their exams is congratulated. I've written papers, I've written journals.
Yeah.
You have not seen my book, The Democracy in Uganda, A Myth or Reality. I wrote it about 33 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And today, it has proved me right that the democracy in our country is a myth. So people at that time, the professor who marked me, Professor Twido, who was a close ally, close friend of Museveni, first marked me. I failed the exam, Kwanzaa. Then I went back and said to the other professors, I told them, my book, I am defending my thesis. Democracy in Uganda is a myth, is not a reality. It will never be there. I gave the reasons. Then the other professors agreed. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Those are not easy things to do, but we thank God.
Yes, you are an inspirational man. Let's come back to our business, to our viewers across the continent of Africa, those watching us. This is Dr. Matsanga, as he has introduced.
Yeah. Well, we have a short time, but we have many things to talk about. Top of the list, of course, is the fact that, now we have a real contest where the contenders are all now laid out for us to see. You can choose this way or you can choose that way. You can see what you will be getting for the first time. It's interesting when you look at the Azimio lineup. We have a formidable deputy presidential candidate who is a lady. When I say formidable, I know that there are others who have run before in that position, but they've never really run on what I would call a main party ticket like this one. And then of course, when we look at the other side of Kenya Kwanzaa, we can see that they have actually also formed their team. They're talking about 50%, gender parity on cabinet appointments. We can see in Azimio already some cabinet appointments were even begun to be announced. And then we have Kalonzo Musyoka, who we will get to at a later stage, and others who are running in the race. There's Ruben Kigame, there's Jeff Kaluyu. There's at least, they had said, I think, 40-something other presidential candidates. I think we will get to know them as we go. Of course, here at 59 Minutes, we are equal opportunity TV station and program. So definitely, we will welcome everyone who is running and able to come here to be able to talk to us. But the battle lines are drawn, so to speak, in terms of, the political contest ahead. Daktari, just as an overview, how are we looking like as a country, just on that note alone?
First of all, it was a great day for me on Monday when at last Azimio opened up and elected or selected Madam Waiguru. Madam Karua, not Waiguru, sorry. Waiguru is in the other part of Feeds.
Yes.
Madam Karua presents a position. Madam Karua is a fighter who has been in the trenches fighting against the tyranny of His Excellency, the late President Moi. I knew Madam Karua in 1986 when we were having a law firm where I used to work with Moses Wetangula and Simiyu. I was one of the legal clerical officers there. And that is how I knew Madam Karua. She has been consistent on this journey until I left, when I left and went to London. So she is consistent, she's a determined woman, and the one, she brings in the gender issue. There are people who are reasoning that Kiapi had a woman, another one had a woman. Those were not, yes, they are women, but they did not stand on the main parties. The two horses, big horse. The big horse is Azimio here. The smaller horse is UDA. The big horse here is Raila, who wants to finish corruption. Is Raila who wants to bring unity. Azimio means unity. Because most Africans, when you tell them Azimio, what is Azimio? It's unity. Unity of purpose. That's what Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga want to bring. The other group of the brothers, the well-known brothers, it is now well documented that Mr. Kachagwa was not born in Nyeri. Mr. Kachagwa was born in Baringo.
Is that an issue?
No, it's not an issue. But there are two people in one region who have taken precedence. You saw the people in Baringo, them celebrating. It is not me, and I don't put it on me, disclaimer. It is Baringo people who say, that's our son. And you have seen lots of things flowing around the social media, how Rigathi was a son of the late President Moi. So
yeah, but that's unsubstantiated, Daktari.
No, but
that's neither here nor there.
Is Kabaraka not in Baringo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so where Baringo people saying it is our son, he was born here.
Yeah, but you see, we would say it's okay. He's a Kenyan. He can come from anywhere.
Can somebody claim me? Can you claim me? Can you claim me?
Yeah, I think, well...
Can you? No, you try to claim
from
okay,
you know,
I am not... Please, this is a political season. This is the political season. I am not shying away. We are not shying away from facts. If people are thieves, sir, let's tell them they are thieves. If they were born somewhere, don't lie to people like Kalonzo. Kalonzo has taken the documents already in the IEBC, then comes to lie to us, to people who are trying to put this country in a night shape. Kalonzo should stop being a thief, a fraudulent man going to church and telling us he's very clean. He's not clean. Can Kalonzo tell people how much money he got from Wanjigi?
Yeah, but they always ask who is clean.
No. Now we are going to let it come out. You tell me, have I ever stolen any money from you?
No. In terms of the politicians, not me and you.
No.
So who is clean there?
Nakuuliza, do you die mean something?
Sorry?
No. Unanidai nini kwangu?
Hapana, sio wewe unasema in terms of the political players who are there. People ask, yes. So who is clean? You know, if we are really looking for what you would say, then we can pinpoint almost every politician with something and say, you know, there was this question mark, there was this question mark, there was this question mark.
Exactly.
You know.
Now this is the time the question marks are coming.
Yeah.
We have been
I think
thinking,
if I may ask you, I think in terms of like our chapter 6 of the Constitution,
yes,
it doesn't look like we are very serious, because most of the time, a lot of you will look on social media. If I'm appointed maybe the deputy presidential candidate for you now today, people will come out and say, you know, this guy, we know him, he did XYZ, blah 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 blah. They'll say all manner of things about me, and you will wonder, where have they been, first of all, before I was appointed.
Now for you when you sat down and wrote your book,
yeah,
did you lie?
Did I?
Did you lie when you wrote your book?
No. I've said some things about myself that are not very nice, but
exactly.
I was just trying to be,
exactly.
It is what it is. It's what happens.
The point, sir. The point I'm trying to make, is there is no need of coming to the public to lie your friends when you have already done something somewhere, and you come to Azimio use the same license, the same certificate of Wiper, register it in Azimio. When things are not good in Azimio, you run back to the thing that you had done quietly, the secretary, without telling your friends.
But I think that was a plan B. You see, Daktari, there are those who say that Kalonzo was supposed to be the running mate because of how many votes he had brought in 2013 and 2017. And the fact that he is formidable, is from the Kamba community. They have, for the last 2 elections, they have rallied behind him quite solidly. And he said in fact, at one point, he said he cannot even be subjected to an interview because the man felt, that given the fact that he had brought so much before, his track record could stand for him. Then, I think in terms of like saying he's running for the presidency, maybe he put a plan B in motion because the way he was seeing, hapa pengine sitapewa na nisipopewa acha nda.
You see my son, my nephew, you are talking like don't talk like a thief in Chekukube. I don't like this. You are saying that he put what?
A plan B.
You don't talk like a thief in Chebukube. Where your mother comes from, we don't talk those type of lies. You can't accept that he had put a plan B, then he came to Raila. That is fraud. Fraud, chapter 6 you are talking about. Integrity.
So why do you call preparation, Daktari? You're preparing.
How do you?
For
then come clean. No, come clean. Sir, I am saying, come clean and tell your friends as you sit with them on the table that as I am here, I had already put my candidature. But since I'm coming here, I am going to nullify that candidature and be in Azimio, and I want to be the deputy president. But Kalonzo came in Azimio with other ulterior motives. With Gideon Moi, who is running around, who is not even campaigning in the Rift Valley. Can you explain to me why Gideon Moi is not campaigning in the Rift Valley? Why? These people have a plan, Mr. President. If they don't tell you, for us foot soldiers are telling you.
But these guys said they are sitting in Azimio.
No, wait. Excuse me. Can I explain to you?
Kanu said bado wako ndani.
You know, if they don't want to be in Azimio, let them do what they want on their own. Tukutane huko mbele. There's no need of disturbing Kenyans and disturbing Raila Amolo Odinga on his campaign. Election is not a matter of life and death. Hala! We shall not die because Ruto has won elections. We shall not die because Raila Odinga has won elections. People of Kenya are going to remain united. But it's not very good for you to come and lie. Today I'm dismantling Kalonzo. Kalonzo is a liar. He has been living as a parasite on a cow called Kenya.
But what about the issue that was being raised that said that, the documentation that formed the coalition was not available to all and sundry to investigate or to,
No, that's a
to
lie.
peruse through.
No, that's a lie. Kalonzo is a senior lawyer, senior counsel.
Because they say there was a story that, people signed documents na waliambiwa na wanasign huku mwisho. But huku ndani, the big chunk, you have not read what is going on.
Please, you are a very credible analyst and you have written a book. Don't get a sin come to you by propelling the same propaganda. The signatures.
I'm just asking that was what they said. I'm just asking the question. That when they said take it to
please, can you spit it out so that it never comes to your mouth again? These documents, my son, I am an editor here. And I tell you the truth all the time. Don't ever allow a lie come to your mouth because you have honestly, God has kept you where you are. The documents were signed during daytime. And all of us saw on the TV, everybody signing several pages. Secretary General of Wiper sat and signed. Kalonzo has got people. I was bringing my strategy and you cut me short. Kalonzo, Gideon Moy, they have a problem. And they better tell us the problem. They should not confuse the president. They better tell us what problem they have. They have a problem. One does not even campaign in Baringo, who has not even gone to the Rift Valley to look for votes for Raila Odinga. No. You query Ambiwe. What problem do they have? Why are they confusing Raila Odinga's campaign team? If they want to be on their own, let them be. Kura pana ya kufa na kuona. We are not dying tomorrow because Ruto will win or Raila will win. The Kenyans will remain present. The Ugandans, the East Africans, the Africans, we shall remain there. Tuambiane ukweli haki ya Mungu. You don't confuse people like that. You are here, you come to KICC, and you run back to Karen. That is brokerage. That's not politics. That is not mediation. That is politics of brokers. Brokerage has destroyed Kalonzo. At night, Wambua, Mutula Kilonzo, and that group, they are with Sakaja and Malala. They have picked money here, they come here, they want to go and destroy Azimio in the court. They want to take, how can a normal man who goes to Christian church go and say, we are going to sue Azimio and null and void it? Isn't it? You heard what Mahanza was saying on instructions of Kalonzo.
Yeah, I heard what he's saying.
So, when I want to ask one question, when Kalonzo gets this money from the cow called Kenya, does he share it with the Ukambani people whom he calls my people? My Ukambani, did you produce them? Does Kalonzo produce all the Kamba people?
Yeah, but why are you unhappy to this morning, Daktari? Does he not have the presidency if he wants?
I am unhappy. I'm unhappy because Kalonzo is wasting the time of the president and wasting the time of Raila Amolo Odinga. He has been given a post of a full prime minister. Kalonzo supported BBI. He knows once he joins Raila Amolo Odinga and they start campaigning, my brother, they will win this election by 12 minutes.
Yeah, they say that a wise man can change his mind.
Let him change later, but me, I would have said the truth. Maybe he's going to change after now.
Because right now, we've got Kenya Kwanza,
wait fast,
who are quite formidable. We've got Azimio, who are quite formidable. We've got Kalonzo Musyoka, and do you think that his candidature will deny a first round winner? An outright first round winner?
I think I am happy that you have read somewhere today that the DPP has made a U-turn on the question of allowing everybody to integrity issues not to stand. Have you read it somewhere?
Yeah.
Or you don't read the news?
Oh, I am. I'm a consumer of news, big time.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
The DPP has said now, people who have integrity issues should not. Is going to court and tell the world, because the people were wondering, even international agencies, the community was wondering, you have a problem, you have a case, you have taken money, you are in court, you want to stand? Where is your integrity? Where is
but is that workable? You know these things, by the way, I think a precedent was set. You see, Daktari, in 2013, when we had... You are not
a student. You are not a student of international law.
Yeah, but there's what is called jurisprudence. At least I know that.
What is it? Does it mean that...
And I know that there is what is called what's it called? Where the law can be checked as to how it was applied before. For example, there is that application in 2013 we had, and maybe you can help me here, Daktari. In 2013 we had Uhuru and Ruto, and they were facing charges of crimes against humanity. But we cleared them, and they ran, and they won. Now,
there's a difference.
Given that it's what is called a precedence, given that precedence, doesn't it become difficult then to tell somebody else, you know what, you cannot run with a case? But we have seen it before and it happened.
Can I tell you one thing?
Yes.
When Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto and others went to ICC, were they on warrant of arrest?
No, but it's a, you see, shouldn't it's a case anyway.
You asked, boss, if you want to teach yourself, let's go to another topic.
They were on summons.
There is a difference between summons and a warrant.
And warrant of arrest, yes.
So what? The warrant of arrest is different from the summons. Uhuru Kenyatta and others and William Ruto went willingly. That's why they went there, to give their version on alleged crimes.
Yes.
Mr. Kajakwa and others, Mr. Rigathi, was looked for by police, searched for helicopters. Some of these people, you saw how Kalonzo was biting a police officer in Voi.
Yeah, but you see, even in court, that is still not proof of guilt. One precedence yes.
That was set, a precedence that was set cannot justify the destruction of chapter 6 of Kenyan Constitution.
Yeah, I'm just saying, and not just them. We've had other people face cases.
Are you reasoning today or no?
No, I am. I'm just saying, Daktari, it's not just them. We've had other people face cases, and then I'm just asking, just as a layman, and I'm asking, that's what Wananchi ask. They say it's not just Uhuru and Ruto. Even other people have gone there before. We have cleared people with questionable,
whom have you cleared
like
with questionable? Who did you clear with? The only person you cleared with questionable character is the one who died, then resurrected.
No, but there's a case against the case about Sonko. Have you read about Sonko recently? They're saying now Sonko that there is enough evidence.
That's why I'm agreeing with you. Yes. I agree with you that Sonko died, then resurrected.
You see, those things, I'm just trying to say, those things make it difficult for us as a country to then implement our law. Because people can point back and say, lakini nani, you know?
Okay.
So and so.
Okay. Let's get this very clear, my son, and my dear brother, Comrade Kones. The point here is this. The point I'm making is about Kalonzo's dishonesty.
Yes.
Kalonzo makes others look like they are dishonest, but he is the most dishonest person on planet Earth in Kenya. As soon as he leaves a meeting, Kalonzo goes to tell people, I am not aware. He uses this word, I am not aware. I was not aware. I signed it. I signed a memorandum. Can Raila bring a memorandum that we signed at night? Why hasn't it come the time for Kamba people to ask Kalonzo, why is it that you go at night to sign agreements which you don't consult us? When Kalonzo signs this agreement at night with Raila or with anybody, does he consult the Kamba people? The answer is no. He signs it for him and his family and his children, and that is all. He has never signed it on behalf of Kamba people. Therefore, if he is leaving, the Kamba people should not be held hostage because Kalonzo has left. Let him leave and go and stand as a president. His votes will be counted. If he wants to come to Raila when Raila has won, because Raila and Martha Karua will win this election. Your man from Sungoi, your neighbor from Tarubo, your neighbor whom you eat together, they share the same river in Tarubo, will go home, will not win this election. He doesn't have the numbers to win this election. He has mob hysteria. Can I tell you, he has mob hysteria that killed Jesus and released Barabbas.
Yes. We only have about 7 minutes before we cut. So let me ask you, given the scenario, that's a question I was asking you, given the scenarios the way we have, we've got Azimio, we've got Kenya Kwanza, we've got Kalonzo, we've got the other guys. And do you see a situation where someone wins outright first round? Or
Yes.
do you see a possibility where we might
It's
have a
too
second
close.
round this time?
My opinion, Paul, is never wrong. It's too close to call.
It's too close
Ruto
to
will
call.
get about, yes,
What
Ruto
do you
will
think
get
will tip
about.
the scales in the next 82 days? or
Can
so?
I tell you, wait first, Ruto will get about 44 point something votes to 45%.
Uh-huh.
And Raila will get about 51 to 52%, minus 2, plus 2.
Minus 2 plus 2. Assuming it's
Yes, yes.
if, for example, it's
That's
minus
right.
2.
Look at me. That I am being honest.
Yes, I'm hearing
Because
you.
it
Let's
it is too
assume
close.
it's minus
It's
2.
too close. Yes.
And we find ourselves in a situation where we have a runoff. Yeah?
Let's say Ruto, if it's a runoff, then the runoff will go in the hands of Raila Amolo Odinga. The rest of the independents don't, apart from the one you have interviewed, they are called Okuro Ekutu. What is his name? The one who wrote a constitution which is cut and paste from United States.
Is my friend. He has been here.
Yeah, the one who wrote a constitution of cut and paste. He only cut and pasted in Kenya to tell Kenyans that this is a constitution which is disturbing you today. Apart from that, the rest of the independents will go with Martha Karua and Raila Odinga. If it is a second round.
You're sure?
But the vote will be about 53%, 54% for Raila, minus 2, and 45% plus 2 plus minus 2 of William Ruto. He has no votes. The votes in the mountain.
So
If you
finally,
look,
80 days
Yes.
or so to go, around 81 days to go before the elections. What do you think will be the determinant factor in the next 80 days in the campaigns?
women. You are aware that 54% of the registered voters are women. Women are on the 44%. Male.
In the past, we have had presidential candidates now, hajapata mingi sana, and yet.
So what we are going to do
this time?
They could be voted. What is going to make people come out to vote is the woman candidate in Raila's package. Believe me or not, you will see women have gone down to the ground. They rather lose, but they will vote for that candidate package. The other package of thieves, of Rigathi Gachagua plus the perception, allegedly perception. You know, you want me to use the word allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. You cannot just attack people without
the other thief from Sungoi, called William Samoei, Dr. William, His Excellency. You know, he likes that. The man who never said thank you to Matsanga for having done the job. And you know, there is one thing I had forgotten to tell the world. I went and sat down with this younger boy, William Ruto, in a Sheraton Hotel in The Hague, with the wife who is a pastor called, is she a pastor or preacher? On their dining table, together with Kata Kagen and others. And I want them to know, to tell me why they have never said thank you to me. Why did I do this for? No. The wife, at least Ruto might forget. But Rachel, you forget what I told you at the table? Me who lost everything to defend you, yet you had said I should. Ruto did not come to say thank you to me. God is there for all of us. You pray your God, I also pray my God. Another fifth.
We'll leave it there, Daktari.
Before I finish, another fifth whom I prayed and he never got it is Kindiki.
We'll leave it there, Daktari, because even we are about to cut off. Our time is up. But we'll pick it up next week.
Kindiki went, as I finished, Kindiki went and collected money in my name
Yeah, we leave it there,
of
Daktari.
ICC, Kindiki and Murkomen.
I think
I
I've seen
prayed
you
so hard, and they are not here. Yes.
Yeah,
so you ask me your last question.
Well, we leave it there. Give me your parting shot in about 30 seconds because we are about to cut off.
My parting shot is Kalonzo should stop being an opportunist, a tick that eats Kenya and does not share with others. Let him come back to Azimio in the next 10 days or pack and ship and stand on his own so that he does not confuse Azimio group. That Azimio group, which will win the elections in 2022 August, campaign its way. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari. Always a pleasure. See you next week, God willing. It's 59 minutes for today. Stay tuned for Leah coming up with the lawsuit and have a lovely day.